These carriages are carrying the mineral wealth of Eastern Siberia, westwards towards Moscow and further afield. And that is made possible for one reason, the B.A.M railway. In the 1970s, with the Soviet economy stagnating, Brezhnev wanted to open up the vast untapped wealth of Eastern Siberia. To do so, he had to build a railway line across that vast land. It was the greatest engineering project of the 20th century. It was known as the B.A.M, the Baikal Amur Mainline. Today, we're going to take a journey across it. Join me. Behind me, next to Tayshet railway station, is an old tower that was built in 1906, before the Soviet Revolution. And this is in fact the last piece of pre-revolutionary architecture we're going to see for the remainder of our trip on the B.A.M, because everything we're going to see, the infrastructure, the railway stations, the hotels, the shops, everything was built for the B.A.M in the 70s and the 80s. Before that, there was nothing but forest. To bring luck onto our journey, we're going to rub old Golden Lenin's head here in Tayshet. Bring me luck, Lenin. Cheers. Trains don't stop for long on the B.A.M, so you have to jump on as soon as it gets here. 22. Carriage 22. Хорошо, спасибо. Хорошо. Oh, lovely. Old school Russian train. The dream.
Даже розеточки у вас находятся рядом с вами.
Супер.
Да.
Все есть.
Да.
Красивый поезд.
Очень.
А у нас есть ресторан или где-то кушать? Ничего, да?
Нет, ресторана нет. У меня есть лапша, картошка. Вот,
Такой ролтон или доширак?
Ролтон.
Ну ладно. Over there you can see the Trans-Siberian Mainline branching away to the right. It's heading south. South to Irkutsk and south of Lake Baikal. We're now directing off in this direction to the north of the lake and across the middle of Siberia. Our first stop tomorrow morning will be Severobaykalsk, northern Baikal, that means. Bye-bye, Trans-Siberian. Oh. Bye-bye, Trans-Siberian. Ох, раз. Ну ладно, давайте.
Ну давай.
Если хотите, продаются. Хорошо. В Англии мы только кушаем мороженое лето. Но здесь в России всегда. Я обожаю это.
Есть пломбир вот такой, есть вот такой, по 120.
Самый вкусный дайте.
Вот такой стаканчик.
I can't emphasize and reiterate enough just what an engineering marvel the B.A.M railway is. Every mountain we pass through had to be tunnelled. Every river we cross had to be bridged. Every forest had to be hacked down and tracks laid for hundreds and hundreds of miles. The Soviet government spent billions of rubles building the B.A.M railway. And what was supposed to enrich the Soviet economy almost bankrupted it. We're just passing by so many abandoned cranes and bulldozers and trucks and all this stuff that was built or brought here to build the B.A.M railway, and then soon afterwards just abandoned, no longer needed. Wow. This is going to be one of the most fascinating trips I've ever taken in the former Soviet Union. Wow. on the side of people's houses in the villages are like bear skins just drying on the side of wooden houses. Wow. Oh, and here's our cleaner. Wow. Gotta keep the ban tidy. We've stopped off in a town called Vikharevka. Let's buy some doshirak red if they've got some in this shop. They better bloody have.
105.
Дайте одну, попробуй. Нормально?
Нормально. Подогреть?
Хорошо, если вы можете. Super. Wow, what a great shop here in old Vivirovka or whatever it's called. We've got doshirak, Soviet lemonade, and this.
155.
Ой, возьмите, пожалуйста, деньги. Спасибо. Look how cosy it looks out there. Little station building. Warm light inside. Potted plants. Snow on the ground. It's like a Christmas scene. If only there wasn't a Russian dude snoring in the opposite bunk. This guy's nasal cavities are a real piece of work. Hasn't stopped snoring since he got on the train. It's now 2 o'clock in the morning. I've not had a minute's sleep yet. Еще времени есть? Хорошо. Oh. 4:40 in the morning, -5, but I'm wanting to come out here just to escape that bloody snorer. Let's have a look at the old railway station here in the town of what I think is called Lena. Judging by what's written on the side of the building, Lena, because this town obviously stands on the river Lena, a river that flows from Lake Baikal all the way up to the Arctic Sea. And now into that ocean. Anyway, let's see what's inside the railway station. Brrr, check out the snow. Давайте, брат, давайте. Ближе, груженый. Здравствуйте, дайте, пожалуйста, пельмени этого. Гарни. И сделайте микроволновку для меня, пожалуйста. Спасибо. Here we have some fried pelmeni, a real food of the north, Siberian food. Здравствуйте. Хорошее. What are we going to do about this dude in our coupe? The fact that he's snoring is keeping me awake. That's not a major problem. The problem is, when we get to Tayshet-Severobaykalsk tomorrow morning, how am I going to film if I'm shattered? That's all that I'm worried about. Anyway, let's eat some pelmeni, jump back on the train, hopefully fall asleep. Well, before we jump back on the train, I thought we'll have a quick look outside the front of the station, and look what I've seen. There's a little monument to the builders of the B.A.M railway, celebrating 45 years. And here they are, 3 of them. And over here, don't know if you can see this in the dark, oh it's cold, is a statue of some dude. Some dude who probably discovered this part of Siberia for the Russian imperial crown. Mr. Ivanu Galkinu. Ivanu Galkinu, there he is, in full glory. Well, that was probably the worst bloody night of my life. Thanks to old matey boy here, snoring all night. But anyway, check out the view. How beautiful it is here in Siberia. Look at it. And there's the culprit who kept me up all night. Спасибо вам большое. До свидания. Ага. Wait. We've made it to old Severobaykalsk. Let's go and check this town out. What a night. Извините, пожалуйста, комната отдыха. Туда прямо, да? Хорошо. Прямо просто, спасибо. Wow, check out old Soviet Severobaykalsk railway station. God, I'm barely awake, lads, I'm barely awake. Where's the restroom? Upstairs or down here? Down here. Wow, let's see what the hotel rooms look like here in Severobaykalsk. I've never stayed in a railway station before. Might be the way forwards in the future. Mój pierwszy raz spadł w вокзал. ЖД вокзал в России. Да, первый раз.
Здесь кипяток можете наливать, но
О!
кушать у себя.
Супер, это как дома.
Да, микроволновка.
Супер. О, я буду здесь постоянно.
Туалет вот здесь напротив. Вот.
Хорошо.
Все, и вот. Ну здесь тепло. Подушка, одеяло здесь.
Маленькие советские комнаты. Спасибо вам большое.
Да.
Будет
Ключики
удобно.
можете закрывать, брать с собой.
Окей, спасибо. Okay. In the lovely hotel room of Severobaykalsk railway station, I'm going to sleep for a few hours, boys. I'll see you later, probably on the shores of Lake Baikal. Well, I think we've just discovered the ultimate Trans-Siberian travel hack. Why stay in hotels when we can stay in flipping Soviet railway stations for a tenner a night? And what a Soviet railway station it is, let me tell you about it. Look at it, Vokzal. This railway station, like the rest of the town here, Severobaykalsk, was built by the Leningrad Komsomol. And it's meant to represent a big sail. Look at the sail, and there's the mast. I mean, it doesn't look much like a sail to me, but anyway. Because of Lake Baikal, that's why they built a big kind of sailing ship. And there it is. Guys, you know in England when you buy a pair of boots or a jacket and it says you can wear it to -5. Well, here in old Severobaykalsk, when you advertise a pair of shoes, it says you can wear it to -60 degrees centigrade. Minus bloody 60 degrees. That's what life is like on the B.A.M. Wow, and check out this street name. I'm just loving old B.A.M adventures. Check it out. This road outside the railway station is called Prospect 60 Years of the USSR. 60 лет СССР. Wow. Don't know what to say. I've got that fuzzy feeling inside of me again that I had in St. Petersburg railway station. What a town. У вас есть красивый город, Северобайкальск. А когда вы переехали сюда?
Я с 83-го года здесь давно.
Да, когда были БАМ строили или что? Да.
Еще строили тогда.
Понял. А откуда вы переехали?
Вообще из Сибири, из Красноярска.
Красноярск, да? Не так далеко тогда?
Не так далеко,
Ну,
сибиряки.
Вот,
ну, здесь уже от БАМа мало что осталось, но жители-то вот есть такие.
Понятно.
Долгожители еще.
Ну,
Байкал уже ходили?
Байкал я буду сейчас сразу, да,
здорово.
посмотрим, да? Хорошо,
Это
ну
вот
спасибо вам.
Всего
Хорошего
доброго.
дня. Вам тоже. Вам тоже. Wow, there was a babushka who arrived here in the B.A.M days when they were building the B.A.M. This town was built in the 70s, so when you meet someone you can always say, when did you move here? Because there was pretty much no one born here unless you're, well, I suppose you're a little bit younger than me. I want to show you this sign up here that says Prospect Leningradsky. This is the main street that runs through Severobaykalsk. Now, normally the main street in a Russian city or a former Soviet city would be called Kirov or Lenin, communism, but not here. And that's because this town was built, as I said before, by people from Leningrad. All the towns along the B.A.M were built by different nationalities. There were towns built by Uzbeks, towns built by Tajiks, towns like this one built by people from Leningrad. And all the towns had their own individual little bit of flavour and little architectural motifs. When you go to a town built by the Estonians, there'll be little things there that remind you of Estonia. This is the old shopping centre of Severobaykalsk. The old Soviet shopping centre. It's probably a lot different now. Здравствуйте. Ресторан Ленинград еще работает?
Нет, давно уже не работает.
А, нет? А, жаль. Или хороший, наверное? Да. The restaurant Leningrad, there's a sign up there that says Restaurant Leningrad. But the, hello.
Hello.
But the lady, the babushka, the babushka, she said to me that it's closed down long ago, but it used to be delicious. Things have changed in old Severobaykalsk, but everything used to be called Leningrad. Restaurants, streets, buildings. Here in front of the Palace of Culture, we've got a statue that says B.A.M, Doroga Druzhby, Road of Friendship. And here you've got people from the different republics. You've got an obviously Asian man, maybe a Caucasian lady, and a couple of Russians. And that's because, as I said before, people came from all over the former Soviet Union, all the republics, and other communist countries, East Germany, Hungary, to build the B.A.M railway, bringing all these people together. B.A.M, Road of Friendship. And it's still a friendly place. Let's go and check out the Palace of Culture called Железнодорожник. The railway worker. Everything's bloody B.A.M. Everything's bloody B.A.M in this part of the world, isn't it? Anyway, let's go and see if they'll let us inside, have a little look around. Wow, look at this. Arboretum. Wow. I don't think there's any country in the world that likes a palm tree, quite like the Russians, or probably the Soviets. Это когда строили? При СССР или это новый?
Да, при СССР.
При СССР, когда БАМ строили, да? Вау, я не ожидал это. Как я в Африке или где-то.
Пожалуйста.
Это не что я ожидал в Severobaykalsk. Wow, check this place out. The old Soviet Arboretum here in Severobaykalsk. Wow, even got a pond. Wow, for the turtles.
Байкало-Амурская магистраль вообще интересное место.
Совсем. А вы когда переехали сюда?
В 87 году. Я работала во всех учреждениях культуры.
О, понятно, вы культурный человек, я это заметил.
Ужасно, невероятно. Это уникальное место на Баме. Это единственный дворец культуры на протяжении всего Байкало-Амурской магистрали, где есть зимний сад.
Значит, что Северобайкальск это самый хороший город на БАМ?
Его строили ленинградцы.
О, они умные.
Yes, of course.
Карта у нас есть, хорошо.
Проходит от станции Лена до станции Комсомольск на Амуре.
Понятно.
Ее протяженность 3501 километр главного хода. Вот на этой территории до 1974 года не было ничего. Построили дорогу. Вот к этим 3501 километр добавьте более 60 населенных пунктов, городов и поселков. К этому добавьте 4000 мостов автомобильных, железнодорожных
И к этому добавьте 8 уникальных бамовских тоннелей.
Думаю, что это был самый большой проект в последние века.
В истории человечества таких проектов в 20 веке не было. Только Байкало-Амурская магистраль.
Согласен. Спасибо еще
Всего
раз, Татьяна.
доброго.
Было интересно. Спасибо. До свидания. Back on the mean streets of Severobaykalsk. Right then, I think it's time we go down to Lake Baikal itself and check it out. Well guys, check it out, the wondrousness that is Lake Baikal. Check it out, this huge inland sea in a sense that stretches all the way down almost to Mongolia. Check it out. Let's go down to the water's edge and have a closer look. Well, apparently doing that means I'm going to live to a ripe old age, even longer than I would have lived if I'd taken old Vasily's 100-year-old elixir of life from Babushka's recipes. Anyway, this is Lake Baikal, and what a bloody stunning place it is. Wow, Russia has just got some of the most beautiful scenery. Look at it, the mountains, whatever they are in the distance, whatever range that is. Wow, and it's so clean, the water. Being here on the shores of Baikal, the greatest of the Great Lakes, it makes all the hardships of travel on the Trans-Siberian worth it. The snoring companions, the lack of decent food, the change in time zones, the huge distances. It's all worth it when you see a place like this. Спасибо вам за все. Было очень удобное и уютное место. До свидания. Здравствуйте. Мне, пожалуйста, макароны и соус типа. А вы откуда?
Мы здешние.
Ну, я думаю, что вы не родилась здесь.
Нет,
Откуда?
сюда приехала с Беларуси.
Когда вы переехали из Беларуси? Когда приехали
Очень
в
давно.
Да?
В 82 году.
Для БАМ? Работаете здесь на БАМ или как?
А вот замуж вышла и сюда приехала.
Well, our train further east is leaving in about 10 minutes. So we've got just enough time for a little pasta meal and a glass of compote here in the railway station Stolovaya. And this meal, as I know some of you like to know the prices of things, came to a grand total of 75 rubles, which is 75 pence. So, yeah, maybe not the greatest culinary meal, but one of the cheapest.
Здравствуйте всем.
Здравствуйте, я думаю, ну и где вы у меня есть? Я уже встала переживать.
I get the feeling there's going to be some kids keeping me awake at night. Bye-bye, Severobaykalsk.
Да. Там огромная речка. И горы.
The coupe compartments on the B.A.M are just full of miners, men who have travelled from Western Russian towns to come here to work underground for a month or two, exploiting the gold, the diamonds, the coal, the copper, the mineral wealth of the B.A.M region. The B.A.M, however, wasn't only built to exploit the riches of Eastern Siberia, it was also built to protect the nation, the Soviet Union. In the 1960s, China and the Soviet Union fell out, which led to, in 1969, a brief border war. However, that border war exposed how vulnerable the Trans-Siberian was to being cut off by an invasion from China, thus cutting off the eastern seaboard. And hence the Soviet government decided to build a railway along which they could move troops and weapons in the event of an invasion, safer from the reaches of the Chinese Communist Army. And hence they built the B.A.M.
Спасибо. Пожалуйста.
Well, we've arrived for 5 minutes in Novi Uoyan. This town was built in 1976 by the Latvian Komsomol, and over there we've got Latvian script on that tower, and we've got houses that are a little bit like Latvian houses with the wooden roofs, the wooden balconies. Wow. We're in a little piece of Latvia here in Siberia. Здравствуйте. And check out behind the train the amazing geography. I don't know if you can pick it up or not, but the mountains in the distance. Look at them, a huge mountain range. Must be 2,000 meters plus. Wow. What a beautiful setting old Novi Uoyan is. Здравствуйте. Люди из Риги, они строили это здание, да?
Это здание?
Да.
Я просто сама не местная, тоже я точно не
Вы
знаю.
тоже не знаете, ну ладно. Это были люди из Латвии, да?
Это давно с латвийцев строили.
Да.
И эти дома все тоже.
Тоже Латвия?
Я-то?
Да.
Нет.
Нет, ну ладно. Are you Latvian dogs? No? All right. The enjoyment that you have on any train journey in Russia depends in large part on how nice your provodnitsi are. Provodnitsa is the lady carriage attendant. She'll give you your bedding, make you cups of tea, and I had the best two on the entirety of the B.A.M because they just gave me, as a present, this Russian railway glass and holder. So from now on, I'm only drinking my tea on this journey from this B.A.M railway glass. Maybe some beer too at some stage.
А сейчас я даже не включаю. Че, окно и тоже Украина, США, все плохие, а мы одни хорошие.
Да, вот, да.
Ну что, смысл? Пропаганда уже идет.
Это не только в России, когда
ну, да, получается,
Англия тоже так говорят, так что да, конечно.
Здесь, конечно, ладно, там где-то кто-то. Даже от зарплаты до зарплаты, блин, очень тяжело. Ну, как бы ладно, там я там, в железной дороге работаю еще как-то. Но люди, я смотрю, как бы,
да.
Им очень тяжело. Ну, то есть вот они получают по, ну, например, 30, это сколько получается, по $500, блин, в месяц. Ну.
И что смешно, что Россия самая богатая страна в мире.
Да,
ну,
да,
я имею в виду ресурсов.
Так вот.
Спасибо вам большое. Спасибо оба. Очень интересно знакомиться. Welcome to Tinda, capital of the B.A.M, built by Muscovites. Come on, Tinda railway station. Don't let me down. Wow, телевизор? Лучше, чем мой дом. Я буду здесь постоянно. Well, once again, we've discovered that the railway station rooms are the way forward. 15 quid. Bargain. Before we go exploring the town, I want to show you these magnificent oil paintings that tell the story of how Tinda was built. Check this out. You can see the first people that arrived with their luggage when it was just forest and nothing else, and their tents. The original geologists and engineers crossing rivers with their horses and their bags. Wow, this is amazing. An amazing railway station. You get art, you get culture in a railway station. Look at this one. These are all the Bamsi and their families celebrating the completion. Look at it up there. Beautiful Tinda. Let's hope so anyway. Let's walk up to the centre and see what the Muscovites managed to build here so far from home. Let's check out a Soviet library built by Muscovites.
Вот.
Сейчас сколько населения здесь?
33,5, что ли?
А раньше были 100 тысяч, да?
Что не было, ну было где-то 60-70 тысяч, когда строили, а потом начали все поразъехались.
А когда вы переехали сюда, если не секрет?
Ой, я давно приехала, в 76-м году.
А, вы здесь строили БАМ тогда?
Да, и у меня есть это как медаль за обслуживание, ну, за строительство.
А когда были сами веселые?
Вот то время, ой, 70-е, 80-е годы, вот вторая половина 70-х и начало 80-х. Это просто какое-то отдельное время, это отдельно какой-то, я не знаю, коммунизм или что-то, какая-то эпоха другая была.
Понятно.
Тогда столько магирусы ездили, все молодые, приехали со всех уголков, все такие дружные были, все такие, ну вообще с соседями дружили, все люди родственники были.
Let's see what the kids of this town are reading in this children's library. What's this one? Oh, First Love. Well, we're in the town of Tinda, so I suppose, yeah, it's fitting. Saucy little devils. Well, I've stumbled upon the B.A.M Wall of Hotties here in the town of Tinda. Let's do some swiping. Well, here we go then. Tinda in Tinda. Now you 3%, you can join in too. Let's see who we got. Wow, hello Elena. Definite swipe right. What a hottie. Oh, crikey. Look at these couple of Alexanders. Crikey. Couple of heartbreakers in the town of Tinda. Oh, Nina. Nina's got a sparkle in her eye. Look at her. I've got a thing for Nina. Swipe right. Crikey. Any of you ladies want to take on Sergey? Looks like he'd be fun on a date. Oh, and here we have Alyessa. Swipe right. Oh, Ekaterina. Where have you been all my life? Swipe right. Well, that brings our time on the B.A.M to an end. There's nothing left to do but to raise our railway cup in a toast to the builders of the Baikal Amur Mainline. Because they weren't just legends, they were Soviet legends.
Baikal Amur